Bullying is a very tough one and it's so difficult to detect, but there are signs that you can look out for. Number one is emotional changes. When that child that used to be very active all of a sudden become very anxious, panicking, and at everything they panic, at everything anxiety is taking hold of them, then that could be a sign. Another one is social withdrawal. That child doesn't want to do anything anymore. That child wants to be in their room. That child doesn't want to go out with friends, doesn't want to go for activities and all of that. That could also be a sign. I'll tell you a story. There was a time my child was being bullied. The first day, I noticed that child came back from school, went straight to bed, and didn't want to come out throughout the day, throughout the evening. The next day, it happened like that as well. I said, no, this is not normal, because the first day I thought maybe the child was very tired and wanted to rest. But the second day, it was the same thing. I had to call the child and I started exploring things with the child. They won't want to tell you because they call it lynching, so they don't want to, so they wouldn't want to tell you, and they've been warned never to speak out. Due to my experience as a parenting practitioner, I had to take some steps and I was able to find out everything about what happened, and I had to schedule an appointment with the health teacher, and everything was sorted out, and that was the end of it. But as time goes on, in the course of this, I will also say how you can engage with the school, how you can also engage with your child. The 3 is physical injuries. When there are unexplained injuries on your child, is worth exploring. When you see physical injuries that the child cannot explain, is worth exploring with that child. And the another one is sudden drop, educational, sudden drop in the academics, in their schoolwork, not completing homework, missing grades, and all of that, not wanting to go to school, always complaining about school. Then there's something going on and it's worth exploring. Because most times you hear them say, oh, I don't want to go to school today. Oh, I have stomach ache. Can you call the teacher for me? Always making excuses. It's worth looking out for. It's worth exploring further. And I will make a video to tell you how you can explore this further. I didn't say they are all signs of bullying, but there may be signs of bullying. If you've not watched those videos, you can look out for them. It could be of help to you. Another sign that can be a sign of bullying is when a child is not eating well. For no reason, all of a sudden they just lost their appetite. That could be a sign of bullying. Or they are not sleeping well. Not that they're unwell, but they are not sleeping well. They're having nightmares. It's worth exploring things with them. If a child is unnecessarily agitated for no reason or aggressive, you know that the child is going through something and it may be bullying. Because sometimes when they are being bullied in school, they come home to pour their aggression. So it's worth exploring things with them rather than as a parent being agitated yourself and then try to add to their problem. It's worth exploring with them. When a child is unnecessarily asking for money and you're not seeing what they're buying with that money, it's worth exploring, because that child may be going through bullying, or things are missing at home that you can't account for, or the children can't account for, or they are selling their stuff and you can't say what they're using the money for. Is worth exploring with the children, because the people that are bullying them may be requesting for something and they can't afford it. The only way they can do it is to trade some of their stuff so that they'll be able to get the money to buy those things for them, or they may get things from the house so that they can meet up with the demand from those bullying them or asking for money. When all these are happening, it's worth exploring things with the child. They may be going through bullying. Like I said, I'm going to make another video to tell you how you can explore things with your child and how you can speak to the school. Create a safe environment for the child to speak. Ensure that if it's at home, it's going to be a place that is just you and the child. A place where the child will feel safe to tell you things. Number 2 is use open-ended questions. Don't use questions that will make the child say yes, no, but use questions that will make the child speak. For example, you can ask the child, do you have friends that make you feel inclusive? You can also ask, how do you handle situations when people are mean to you? Things like that will enable the child to speak, and whatever they tell you will inform your next step. How you can arrange a meeting with the school. But before then, please gather your evidences. Make sure you have your facts, specific dates and times when this happened, and then call the school and let them know that you want to have a meeting with them, that you are concerned about your child. There are things going on that just about your child's welfare. And at the meeting, make sure you present your evidences. So the school does not have all the answers, but what they can do is to arrange a meeting with the child that is bullying your own child. And in that way, they can speak to the parent can speak to their own child, and that can minimize things. And also ask them what are the preventive measures they'll put in place. In that way, the school will be able to follow up that case and ensure that your child is being monitored. Till I come your way again, remember